Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and it's time for a new, video. What is this video about this time? Well, first of all, I have to say I apologize for the lack of content the past few days. We had storms here, pretty bad storms, and, I was working on some other projects, and whatnot, so it was building stuff and whatnot. Not bionicles, but actually, using a screwdriver and whatnot, hammer and whatnot for building stuff. So this video is, well, first off, I'll have more videos out for y'all tomorrow at some point, so be patient. Meanwhile, So my question for y'all is, did you like the last video? Be honest with me. Did you like the last video? It was a debate video. Debating on the Turaga versus the Borakva. Well, this time I want to do kind of another one of those. You're going to be seeing a number of these over the course of the year, probably. And well, this time I would like to do a debate video on, well, this is a big one. Toa Mata versus Toa Nuva. So, yeah. First, let's talk about the Toa Mata. Specifically, I have Gali. This is not my original copy. That version died long ago. This is, in fact, one that I got in 2009, actually, which is weird. And she is my favorite Toa. Gali is, in fact, my favorite Toa, and she forever will be. So, they gave her trans yellowish eyes, kind of like very bad piss color. That sounds rude. But so this is the classic Mata design, with the Mata arms, Mata legs upside down for of an interesting feel. She's got pins in her hips, although I think the pins in her legs would be nice too, but hey. Mata foot, classic. Gali has this hook, which is pretty cool, so she can hook onto like mountain, rock side of, I don't know, slippery slopes. Chest piece, I don't know what that's supposed to be, maybe, not gonna go there. She does have the gear function, which, works more or less, because, I say more or less probably because the ball joints, at least in this arm, are, well, they've seen better days. And she has the classic Kanohi Cow, my favorite of the great masks. And, well, Gali Mata here, and the Toa Mata in general, set sort of a new standard for action and play and whatnot for construction sets back in 2001 when they were launched. 2000 if you were in Europe. And these were definitely pretty awesome, yeah. And the Toa Mata were my childhood heroes, and I respect the ever-loving crap out of them because they are awesome. Not everybody likes this kind of design, though. It's a little too robotic. There's too many pistons here and there, and well, that's a great aesthetic. I like it. Some other people kind of don't. So, in 2002, at the ass end of 2002, we got the Toa Nuva. So, the Toa Mata transformed into the Toa Nuva, dropped into vats of protodermis, and became silvery. Yes, same body, same feet, although there are attachments to attach her dual action weapons, which are axes at this point. Same gear function. So the same gear function as the Mata version, same eyes, same Mata head. New mask though, new version of the Cow Nuva specifically. Dusty. So, yes, she does kind of have like a bovine nose type of thing, but hey, there's still the gills, you know, it's kind of more organic mask, you know. She's got the new and improved body armor, as well as the Nuva shoulder armor things, which, remember Nuva boobs? Those were a thing. People like to make mocks with those. The Nuva legs, and those were mirrored on her arms, and those are Nuva arms, I guess you could say. She also has the actual hands, so she has the Mata hand in blue, and propellers. If you blow on this, it spins, which is nice. So the function is retained. It is the same thing, you know. You can still do that, and also you can attach these axes to her feet to use as flippers to swim. I actually really love the look of Golly Nuva here. She looks pretty damn awesome. But, you know, it's kind of hard for me to choose between which version I prefer the most and which version I actually love more the most. Because, you know, Golly's my favorite Toa, and I love all versions of her. This one's kind of a rough one for me, you know. Some people prefer the Mata design, and yes, I respect that. Some people prefer the Nuva design. Some people don't, though, and that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think anybody really lambasted this design, because it was definitely like a improvement on the Mata design to some extent. And there's definitely a more extra, you know, fun things you can do, like I said, put the axes on the feet and make her swim. To where with the Mata version, well, she just has the hooks, so all you could really do is just use the gear function, and while you can do that on both, this one has more added play because of those axes turning into flippers and the propellers, which in Bionicle the game for PC, PS2, Xbox, whatever the fuck, those were actually mounted to her wrists, like right there at her hands, in between her wrists. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, what do you like better, the Mata Golly or the Nuva Golly? And this applies to the other 5 Toa as well. Which do you prefer, Mata or Nuva? For me, I gotta say the Nuva is pretty damn awesome, especially for the ass end of 2002. So there's definitely an added play value here. Again, you could pop off the masks, replace it with the silverized one for the Borakal arc, which, you know, I will say there is no golden version of this mask, unless bootleggers will do that. But with with Golly and the other Toa, Mata, they each have a gold version of their mask, or in some cases, Golly has like a trans yellow one, kind of like her eyes, because that was a test to replace gold apparently, and a silver version. So to get complete sets of both gold and silver probably cost you a pretty fucking penny, I will say that. So, you know, collectability is definitely a thing, and obviously you can do that with the Nuva as well, with their Nuva masks. Like, you can get the How Nuva in blue, you can get the Bakari Nuva in blue. There's still collectability, and there's still play value in the Nuva. And I really do like the aesthetic of Golly Nuva here. She really does look nice. So she just looks great. I really do like the look of Golly Nuva here. But I have to set Golly Nuva down right now, because I have a soft spot for the original OG Golly. You know, Golly Mata, because this original design, what with the Mata arms and the Mata legs, and just, you know, the hooks, the pins in her hips, the chest piece, the cow, you know, I just really am sort of more kind of, I don't know, it's hard for me to put into words how much I really dig this design. In some ways, I kind of dig it more than the Nuva design. The Nuva design is great. But it feels slightly derived of the Mata design, because there are parts from the Mata sets that are reused in the Nuva sets. So there's definitely, obviously, good recolors and whatnot and other fun stuff. But at the same time, you know, this one's a hard one for me. I have a soft, like I said, I have a soft spot for the Mata design because it's classic. It's 2001 or late 2000 design, and it's just aesthetically classic. You know, there's definitely sort of a nostalgia feel I get every time I look at Gali Mata here. But that's not to discount the Nuva version, because the Nuva version looks pretty awesome too. I'm not going to say she looks sexy or anything like that, because that would be going a little far, but hey, she does look awesome with the Nuva armor and the cool mask, the cool weapons, the new arms and legs. There's a lot to be respected here, but you have to have the most amount of respect for the classic Mata design. This is legendary. This is just, every time I play Minogue and I see Gali in the Templar, you know, design there, the game, I don't know, I just, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Toa Mata Gali. I can say the same for the rest of the Toa Mata, obviously. But again, that's not to discount the Toa Nuva, the other Toa Nuva, because the other Toa Nuva are pretty freaking awesome too. They're like the Toa Mata, but enhanced and sort of have a different feel, you know, with new weapons, new armor, new equipment, new masks, new added play values. So you could say that, you could probably say that the Nuva did more and do more than the Mata do. And while that is true, I always go back to the Toa Mata design. It is classic. It is legendary. It just feels right, you know? I love it. I really do. So, honestly, since it's Gali, you know, I have the hardest of hard times right now, picking one or the other, you know. The 2001 design is easily my favorite design of the Toa Mata, the Gali Mata, or the Gali in general, character set. But the 2002 Nuva version, pretty damn awesome as well. So that's basically all I can say about this debate. But what do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, so I like the 2002 Gali Nuva, but nostalgia definitely takes a toll sometimes. I have so much nostalgia for the 2001 Toa designs. This is well, you could kind of say that the Nuva is the best version of, in this case, Gali, but again, it's at the end of the day, it's personal preference. So I prefer the Mata version, but the Nuva version is great. And don't get me started on the Mystica. I like the Mystica, golly. Fuck you. So, and the Master golly and the Uniter golly, pretty cool too. Different generation, but hey. So, that is today's video. Tomorrow I'll probably have some more videos out for y'all, so prepare yourselves. And, yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.